Hey everybody, just a little note before the video starts. We had some real audio problems during the broadcast, so I recut the video because this is a really great one. And so you hear me make some references to problems that we had. I think I've cleaned all that up. All the hosting is from the live show. All the clips are what I played. It just all sounds better. So I hope you enjoy, and here you go.
Welcome to Live at 0 BPM, bringing live music to you tonight. It's Live at 0 BPM's Best of 2021 Part 3, featuring clips from the Dave Tull Trio, David Becker Trio, Ken Wild and Kevin Axt, Sippin' Time, Jeff Pfeiffer and Socrates' Trial, the Holiday Duo, Miley Hughes Taylor, the Brad Rebuchin Trio, and Jazz Roundtable guests Bernie Dressel and Doug Webb. If you care to donate, click on the donate/tip jar link in the description or on our website at liveat0bpm.com/tipjar. You can also tip on Venmo at ZEROBPM. And now, let's get to the music with your host, Grammy Award-winning percussionist and mallet player, Billy Holting.
Hey everybody out there in internet land, how are you tonight? This is going to be so much fun, and we have a ton of clips tonight, more than I've ever done before, so we're going to get right to it because we have almost an hour just of music, but I'm going to have some contests tonight. I want to say hi right out from the beginning. Andre is here, Phil is here, Wayne is here. If you're in the chat rooms, say hi, tell us where you're from, okay? We want to hear. But we're going to have a lot of fun tonight. And like I said, we're going to have some contests, but I'm going to wait till I get a few more viewers in here so it's a little bit more fair and all that good stuff. So anyway, let's just jump right into this. This first clip is the Dave Tull Trio. And Dave is a drummer that I've known since college, and he came out a couple years ago with a vocal album of these incredibly funny, very jazz-like songs, and they're absolutely amazing. So let's just jump straight to Dave Tull Trio.
Money, more than you will ever see, but that don't mean I ain't got troubles always following me. You know it's hard to get by when you've got so much to lose. I ain't crying every day, but every other day I have the blues. One day I heard Joe Williams singing how he's always feeling blue. I pulled my Porsche off the road and shouted, "Brother, I'm with you." Although we live very different lives, you know we've all got to pay our dues. I ain't down as much as Joe was, but every other day I have the blues. Let me tell you about this now. Well, on Monday I found out my butler's asking for a raise, and Wednesday I got drunk and broke $1,000 vase. My chef was sick on Friday and he never did appear. I had to cook for myself, and that's the second time this year. You see, my life is no pleasure cruise, 'cause every other day I got the blues. Yeah, there's more. Well, on On Sunday I played poker and I lost a couple grand. And Tuesday I played tennis, got a blister on my hand. I play the horses Thursdays and I always lose my share. But like Joe Williams said, nobody ever seems to care. You wouldn't want to walk a mile in my shoes. Nah, 'cause every other day I got the blues. Yeah. Oh, I gotta sing now. Kevin S. Ah. Man. Yes, every other day I truly have the blues. Some days I get so annoyed I just have to hang my head and cry. Take, for example, the day the freight elevator in my mansion was out of order. Well, my afternoon nap was completely ruined by the sound of the servants clattering up and down the stairs. Then there was a day I left my Ferrari parked across the property at the stables. So by the time the valet could bring it back to me, I'm running a little behind. I get down to the athletic club for lunch, and the maitre d' has given away my favorite table. Then today I hear from my pilot. He says my jet can't fly this weekend because it needs engine maintenance. Well, there goes my trip to Banff. I know, I could fly first class on American or something, but I gotta tell you, I cannot stand flying on those commercial airlines. No. Oh. Now what would Joe say I should do about feeling blue half the time? Guess I could pack my suitcase up and just move halfway down the line. But then I'd miss my giant house with its panoramic view. Oh, I guess I'll always wonder why 3 days a week I've got to cry. But I'll just let my life roll by, and every other day I'll have the blues. Yes, it's time to let those teardrops fly, 'cause every other day I got the blues. What a band.
Yeah, Dave Tull Trio. That's with Quinn Johnson on keys and Kevin Axt on bass. So like I said, we got a ton of music, and welcome anybody new. I want to just shout out, a lot of the regulars are here. Kathy is here from Vegas. Hi, Kathy. Joyce is here. I forgot where Joyce is from, but she did write that was a choice clip. And she's right. I love that group. And Dave is amazing. And the lyrics are hysterical. And he's one of the best scat singers in town. He's not just a drummer or a pretty face or anything like that. Let's see. Rick is in Santa Ana right now. So maybe he's visiting family this week. Wayne from Wisconsin is here. I already said hi to Wayne. Andre, I believe he's up in Antelope Valley. And Phil from Ontario. And Diana from Houston, who always writes the nicest, most pleasant greetings. I love it when she shows up. And So that's all of our regulars. If you're in the chat rooms, Joyce is from Seattle. So thank you, Joyce. But I'm going to chat more in the rooms instead of reading out online because there's no band here to talk to. And I want to get through all these things. But after this next song, I'm going to have a contest. The first contest. I have 5 tonight. And each winner, and you can only win once per night. Each winner, I'm going to send you a discount code. You can get a free item, free shipping from the merch store. Yes, and I'm going to play the antique merch commercial later on just to inspire you. I'm also running a special this month. So anyway, let's get into this. This next one is the David Becker Trio. The David Becker has played here several times as a solo artist with a duo with Brad and as a trio and a quartet. But this is from the trio this just recently. This is a tune he wrote called Nubis. I believe it's about one of his cats. If he's watching, he can chime in and let us know. So, okay, well, let's get on to the David Becker Trio. Yeah, the David Becker tree. Oh, because the way my studio's configured, I can't listen. Anyway, it's too hard to explain. Anyway, but I have a special thing for you guys tonight, which I'm going to show you in a little bit. I have a remote camera up here, so you can actually see what my crazy workstation looks like, and you can kind of see all my screens and mixing boards and everything like that. But we have a couple of other new regulars here. Lori is here. Lori and David, who you saw just playing, are watching now. So hi, Lori and David. And then Steve is here, and I'm guessing Ginger is watching with him, and Rochelle. Hi, Rochelle. And she had a very nice thank you. Merry Christmas to you, Rochelle. I do look forward to next year's also, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about that. But we have our first tip of the evening, and of course, it's Mr. Consistent. It's Ms. Andre. Mr. Andre just sent a tip in. So thank you, Andre. You've been incredibly supportive this whole year. Anyway, so thank you very much. But now let's go on to contest number 1. Let's see if I can get this all to work here. And there we go. Question number 1. All the questions have to do with people who have been on the show. So the first one is, which guitarist has performed as a guest, as a performer, the most times in 2021? And how many times have they been on the show? Now, don't Google this. You can't find it on Google. Don't go back and look at the archives. You just, you guys know who the main people are. So you get a choice. You got 4 choices there. Only one of them has played here the most. There's not a tie. So if you have an idea for that, just let me know what that is. And I'm going to try to watch the chat rooms. I'm not going to do this scientifically, but I see Lori has already guessed. So we have 1 guest going up there. And I'm doing this 5 times a night, and we don't get huge crowds for these best of shows. Don't know why. So almost everybody's going to get something. Well, no, not everybody. Maybe a third of you. So anyway, go ahead, throw your guesses up there, and we will see what happens now. But okay, you're guessing. But Phil guessed how many times as well. So Lori, or if you have, if Eddie, Rick, Joyce, everybody, how many times? Because if it's a tie, then I'm giving it to the person who got the number right also. Okay, so let's see. Back to this here. And I'm going to bring a little snow in because it is a festive part of the season. And it is snowing around LA. Maybe not here in beautiful Van Nuys. But okay, so our next clip. This was really fun because we did a jazz roundtable show. That's the talk show version of it. And we do that, and it gets released as a podcast. And we had a bass night. Number 15, I believe, was the jazz roundtable. And it was Ken Wild and Kevin Axt, both who have performed on the show. But they were great. They talked about doubling on upright and electric bass. But they did some bass duets. And this one just makes me smile. It's their version of Embraceable You. Let me get them up here and get rid of the snow. And here's Ken Wild and Kevin Axt. Now, keep guessing up there. I'm not seeing any action in YouTube, so you guys can guess also. Okay, here we go.
2, 1, 2, 3.
All right, out there. So that was great. Do you know what I mean? Doesn't that just make you happy? The two bass players doing some stuff like that. Hey, and I know we're having some audio problems, and I'm trying to solve that again because I think I figured out the problem, the brand new problem tonight. I think I figured that out. So, well, I was going to say the closest without going over, but I'm just going to go for the closest. And the winner is. Oh, well, let's see if we have the. I have the winners up here. Let's put this up. Let's see. It was Brad Rebuchin, played here 10 times. So Wayne, you win. Wayne said Brad, and he guessed 11 times. And though Lori was the first one to guess, nobody else was as close as Wayne was on the number. So Wayne, send me an email, and I will send you your discount code. Now, I'm going to have to load another one of these up really quick while I'm talking here, because if I load too many videos, I can't. This is just, it's making the computer oversaturate and freaking out. So let me just pull up the next media file. I'm kind of editing on the fly here. So let me just pull up question number 2. So, and let's just see if this works. Okay, question number 2 is, which drummer has performed the most and how many times? This is just in 2021, not all time. So this is question number 2. And if you have it, again, guess the name, and guess how many times. And we're going to pick up by the end of this song. We'll have that. So let's jump down. The next one I'm going to play, and this is kind of a good long one. This is Jeff Pfeiffer and Socrates' Trial. They are, Jeff is a young cat here in town. And let me see if I can get to the right. Okay, there we go. Now I'm on the right screen. Jeff is a young guy here in town, and he sounded absolutely fantastic. And I love to show off young, unknown talent. Not completely unknown, but and we're going to do a lot more of that next year. I'm going to try to seek out some new life and new talent and showcase them on the show. So, okay, so here is Jeff Pfeiffer and Socrates' Trial. Let me get that up here. There it is, and enjoy. All right. So that was Jeff Pfeiffer and Socrates' Trial. And that was, let's see, Alex Sill on guitar, Alex Williams on keyboards, Eric England on bass, and Ian Werfel on drums. A bunch of young guys really played great. I love that set. So we have a winner for the drummer, and nobody came super close, but somebody came kind of close. And let's just see who it is. It was Chris Wabich for the win with 6. So the closest person was Christy, who said Chris W at 10. But Chris, Chris has gone a lot this year, so he only made it on to about 6 of the shows. So I realize out there, I'm just going to say a couple things. The pops and clicks and the dropouts, I don't know what's causing that. I think what happens is the software can handle it, and now I can actually see on the screen that my voice and my video are not even closely lined up. So I think I can fix that, but we'll see. We will do what we can. But anyway, so Christy, send me a note and I will send you your discount code. And let's get on to this. I'm going to jump ahead to something else here really quick. I just want to talk about the upcoming shows and what's happening in the future here. So happy holidays, everybody. Happy solstice, if you celebrated a couple days ago. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, whatever you celebrate. We hope you have a great winter holiday. And we're going to take a couple of weeks off. I'm going to retool a lot of things, going to fix all these software problems, and come up with maybe a new look, maybe a new feel, and some other things. We're also working on monthly sponsorship, trying to raise enough money to really get these guys paid what they're worth when they come in. The tips have been great, and thank you, Angela and Joe, for tipping again. And if you want to know all 3 of these best of shows, I've combined all the tips from these 3 and pay out everybody that appears on the show. Every time they appear, they get 1 unit. So, some people are going to be on the shows 3 times. They'll get 3 times the amount. It's like residuals. So think of it that way. And that's a lot of mouths to feed because it's 3 shows like this. So if you want to tip, this is really going to go to the players and just helps keep the lights on. But it also goes to musicians, and they all like getting a little, holiday surprise from me. If you want to help out, any little bit helps. I also want to say thank you to Joe, who bought a t-shirt recently. So thanks, Joe. And so thank you guys for hanging out. I'm just going to play the Brad Rebuchin clip, and hopefully I have 1 viewer here. So let's see if anybody stayed. And here you go, Brad Rebuchin. Okay, well, we're back. Thank you, Tova, I appreciate you all too. So I am going to put up here, let's do our next question. It'll take me a while because I have to manually add everything because I cannot load them ahead of time. So let me just get this. And if you want to know what I'm doing, media files, I go to browse disk and I pull up question number 3. And let's just see what that is. Oh, bass players. Which bass player has played the most in 2021? And this was a really close race. So you have David Hughes, Ahmet Turkmenoglu, who you've seen twice already tonight, Larry Steen, and Kevin Axt. And it seems if I turn that other layer off, I don't have the problems with the audio so much. Anyway, so guesses, and don't just put a name. I need to know how many times you think they've appeared in 2021 on the show, because that's been the deciding factor so far. So anyway, oh my gosh, Alistair is here. Hey, Alistair, I've not seen you in years. I hope you're well. He's a composer, guitar player friend of mine, who's also a triathlete friend of mine and a very good one. So, okay. So, Phil managed to find us on Facebook again. I hope the others will locate it. There's no way to text you all. But anyway, okay, let's going to play a clip here. And this is Sip in Time. This is Larry Steen and Nikki Steen. They are an amazing couple. Larry has played in a trio with me before and several other people. And his wife is an amazing singer. And this is with Yaron Levy and Chris Blondal on drums, who was our second place drummer for the year. So anyway, while you're thinking about the bass players, let's just get straight into Sippin' Time. And I believe they're going to do Ain't No Sunshine When He's Gone.
Ain't no sunshine when he's gone. It's not warm when he's away. Ain't no sunshine when he's gone, and he's always gone too long. Anytime he goes away, I wonder this time he's gone. Wonder if he's gone to stay. There ain't no sunshine when he's gone, and this house just ain't no home anytime he goes away. And I know but there ain't no sunshine when he's gone. Ain't no sunshine, only darkness every day. There ain't no sunshine when he's gone, and he's always gone too long. Anytime he goes away. My friend, your own levy. That's Mr. Steen on the upper right bass. Ain't no sunshine when he's gone, gone, gone. It's not warm when he's away, yeah. Ain't no sunshine when he's gone, and he's always gone too long. Anytime he goes away, anytime he goes away, anytime he goes away.
Okay, we're back. Now, it seems to be working a lot better now without the dropouts and clicks and pops and everything. I'll have to make some notes for next year's best of shows. But so far, we do not have anybody who is close on the bass player question. So we're going to let that stew a little bit. And I am going to throw another question up just because I want to do that. And let me get this out here. And I have to manually do this. But I hope you guys are all having a good time out there. You've all been very patient. I find that audiences on the interwebs understand the difficulties and all this. So, okay, going on to question number 4. That's answer number 4. I don't want to do that. Let me get back to question number 4. And this one, I believe, actually, I don't know which one this is. I don't know which question this is going to be. So question number 4. Here we go. Let's see what that is. We'll keep the bass player one open. Ooh, Keyboardist. This is a good one because we don't have such a large number of keyboard players on the show. So you have to guess how in 2021, was it Greg Karukas, Quinn Johnson, Bill Fulton, or Mitch Foreman? And how many times? People keep putting just a name up there, and you have to guess how many times. So, if everybody guesses the same cat, we know, we go by the numbers, and you can just guess. So Joyce just threw a name up there without a number of appearances. So go ahead and guess the number as well, because that will help us decide who's the winner. So I appreciate Joyce, as she did guess on the bass thing, but nobody is a winner yet. So just let me know names and number of appearances. And thank you, Phil, for your nice words over there on Facebook. So anyway, that was a great song, Wayne, and I agree. But let's get on to the next one here. This is Jeff Miley, the Miley Hughes Taylor Trio. So this is Jeff Miley, David Hughes, and Joel Taylor. And this is a really cool track. This is called Samurai Hee Haw. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay. That's a burning band. I love Jeff. I love his playing. And Joel and David are awesome as well. And David Hughes has been here a couple times in the group. So, okay. Well, we have somebody who's close enough on the keyboard question. And that is our good friend from the Great White North, Phil. Because he's guessed Greg 4. And Greg has actually been on... Greg has been on 5 times. It's kind of a trick because he did the very first Jazz Roundtable, which failed horribly technically, so we had to redo it the next day. So we got 5. So Phil, send me a message and I will send you your code. Now, nobody has gotten the bass players right yet. So let's just look at the bass players again. Let's just see what we got here. Some people are close, but you got to throw out a number as well. And right now we have the only person who's actually thrown out a number has been Joyce, and she said Kevin 5, I think is what she said. So if anybody else has a guess, that'd be great. So don't be shy. And then we're just gonna I'm gonna jump on and do the last question here. So let me fix this. Oh yeah, number 5. Well, we just got 4. So we just have number 3, which is bass players, and the last one is going to be probably the toughest one of all of them. So let me, let me go up here and do this magic here, replace the media file, browse disk. Now this is question number 5, and this is a tough one. So this one, let's see if you can guess this one. Yes, name all of the guest hosts that subbed for me this year. And you can just give me first names if you want. And I'll give you a hint. There's 3 people. So the first people to guess those 3 names, and it should be pretty obvious to some of you who have watched all these things. So anyway, that is question number 5. Still waiting for a bass player answer and that sort of thing. But also what you're getting is the merchandise. And this is an antique commercial, and I promise this is the last time I will ever play this commercial again, because I promise I'm going to make a new one for 2022. I've just been lazy about it. But this is way back. If some of you remember it in the early days, I had neck surgery in September a few months ago. And I did this, was running the show, and I did this commercial, scripted it, wrote it, edited it, filmed it all in one day. And it's such a favorite. Let's just watch this.
Hello there! Tired of not being able to decide what to wear and also wish that people knew you supported live music? We've got a solution! The new Live at 0 BPM t-shirts are here. They're perfect for doing just about anything. Holding your cat. Walking the neighborhood. Deciding which mask to wear. Crying yourself to sleep at night, crushed by the pressure of extreme loneliness, coupled by the foreboding sense of impending doom. Doing your laundry. Petting a cat to relieve feelings of loneliness and impending doom. And They also say hashtag support live music, so friends on video calls and the person that drops off your groceries will know you are awesome. These shirts will make you the coolest person in the room, especially when you're by yourself. And soon, hats! Just waiting for those slow motherfuckers in Vegas to finish embroidering them. Order yours today at live@0bpm.com/shop. And thank you for supporting live music. Shirts may not make you the coolest person in the room, even if you're by yourself.
My mic has been off. Anyway, these are the shirts. These are the hats. I have the blue and the black one. I've got a couple of each left. And I've got a bunch of shirts, especially mediums. And I've got tank tops and women's tees as well. So, yeah. And let's see. What else I want to say? Oh, and if you get the newsletter, if you do the discount code HOLIDAY, just the word HOLIDAY, that gets you 50% off anything you want to buy. You know, I just want to move this stuff out because I have an idea for a new shirt that might even sell better. So if you want to help support that, that really helps me pay for all these software upgrades and all the tools that I got. And just actually one thing before we get into the next little bit, I'm going to show you what my control station looks like. Hold on. I can't leave this light on when I use the front camera because it's just too bizarre. But anyway, this is my workstation here. Hi, everybody. Okay, so you can see that up on this screen, this is my video software. Over here, it's YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Restream, which does all that sort of stuff. Down here, I'm double checking YouTube as I do on my phone as well. And I also use this for emails. Over here, the iPad is for my emails. That's where I see the tips come in, and I see Fred sends us a tip during the downtime. So, and seriously, if you guys want to help out, the money I need to give these guys something, and every little bit helps. We're trying to find a way. And now I don't have it on right now, but that computer over there that I'm waving at, that's usually the audio computer I use when the bands are in here. And then I also have this little keypad here is what I switch the cameras with. So I can, move things around and that sort of stuff. And then also I have a keyboard over here, and that mixer is the one that sends all the final audio to that computer. It's all clear. So anyway, now you know the little workstation I'm in when I'm doing these shows. It's like, oh, and here is the hand claps. This little iPad up here does hand claps for me. So anyway, let me get back to this camera. Turn off that lighting so it's better. So anyway, well, we're getting kind of down to the end here. I just have two clips left, and I just want to thank everybody who's been helping out this year. It makes a huge difference to us. You can still guess at the bass player. We still got that. And the last question, who were the guest hosts? And I see some people, Phil got it. Alex, Brad, Jeff, Phil O'Connor. But you already, you haven't won yet. So Phil, I will send you that code. And you can finally get that t-shirt you've always wanted. So anyway, if somebody, and Joyce and several other people have guessed on the bass player, but they are wrong. So pick another bass player and pick another number, and maybe you'll be right, because we have one more thing to give away. So anyway, you guys know we also do the Jazz Roundtable during the year. And that's our jazz talk show. And sometimes I have one guest, sometimes I have multiple guests on. But a couple times this year, or recently, I had Doug Webb on, and I also had Bernie Dressel. And they kind of said some great things. This was all started because of the pandemic, and nobody had a place to play. And I thought, I'm a smart enough guy. I've got a studio. I can figure this out. And here we are on show 96. Last year at this time, you remember we were on lockdown, so it was just the socially distant show, which was the precursor to the Jazz Roundtable. But I have two short clips that kind of sum up. Bernie talks about what it was like to be a musician during the pandemic. And then Doug just has a great final thought I wanted to put out there. So, and Veronica just showed up. Hi, Veronica. It has been too long. I'm going to come hang out some more. But anyway, I'm going to play this little clip from these guys, and I hope you'll like it. It's short, and I will, it kind of explains itself.
Well, I think, what we've just gone through with COVID and all that, and all us musicians being down for the count mostly, it was a very hard time for everybody. And I get a little emotional about it too, sometimes when I'm talking about it, whether it's people we lost or all the hardship that everyone went through, including me. The hardest thing is to sit at home and not get to play for an audience. I do a lot of studio work, sure, but I love playing live for an audience and creating something just then, and then it's gone.
Yeah.
So to not be able to do that is very sad, when you're really living for that. When I saw the Beatles play, I didn't go, oh, I can't wait till they stop playing for crowds and get in the studio and just do that. I thought, wow, look at the crowd reacting and screaming and loving it, and they sound great. So this was a tough time, and we're starting to pull out of that. My band is finally, after a year and 9 months, the BBB featuring Bernie Dressel, the name, is back in action. I hope we stay in action and can keep this going, and that we all can get through this safely and get back to being humans, enjoying being together.
Just jazz is in a good place right now. Everything, positive outlook on the world and life. And if you want to be happy, remember, be grateful.
Yeah, I want to thank those guys from coming in. And Bernie really kind of summed up what it was like. I love his line. Nobody was ever, listening to the Beatles going, wow, I can't wait for them to stop and get back in the studio. But, we were in the studio here. We did some live stuff. And I also appreciated the humility Doug showed when he said, if you want to be happy, be grateful. And I am grateful for all of you. So here's a big hand of applause for the Live at 0 BPM audience. You guys have been great. Those of you who tipped, I put the tip jar links up again. If you want to just throw a little something in there, every little bit helps. It definitely goes to the cause. And working on some new things for next year. And hopefully you'll all be back. I'm sorry I'm taking a couple of weeks off, but I'm actually going on a real live vacation, believe it or not. And like I said, I'm going to be working on the record label, working on some new things, working on some sponsorships, trying to get some more funding so we can keep the lights on and get the guys paid. So anyway, thank you so much. Normally I would end with a piece that I played on, but Jeff and Brad, who have been two of the most supportive musicians through this entire thing, subbing for me when I couldn't be here and just always be ready to perform if I couldn't fill a night. They did a holiday duo last week, and this one piece was so nice. We were trying to decide which one to do, and we decided on one that Jeff's mom picked out. So we're going to do that. But before I go, Joyce, you got it right. It was Larry Steen on the bass 6 times this year. So we have our 5 winners. So each of you send me an email. You can find it. It's just billy@live@0bpm.com. You can find it on the website. Send that to me so I have your info, and I will send you your individualized codes. And they're all different enough you can't guess at the next one. So it's good for one item, free shipping, that sort of thing. And let's do this. Just let me play this little clip of the holiday duo, and then I will say my fond farewells. Okay, here you go. So anyway, everybody, happy New Year, happy Christmas, happy whatever you celebrate. Have a good time. Thank you. I'm going to bring the snow back just because it's so festive. And I'm going to play my little outro, which says goodbye for the year. And I'm going to miss you all because this show is so much fun to do. And hopefully you guys will be back next year. And I'll keep the mailing list going and keep doing some stuff. So anyway, thanks to everybody that was out there and everybody who's watched all the shows. I don't want to go on too much about it. So let me just play this outro. So bye, everybody. I mean, give yourselves another round of applause. All right.
Thanks for joining us at Live at 0 BPM. These videos will be archived on YouTube and Facebook, so tell your friends. Coming up, we're taking a few weeks off, but we'll be back on January 20th. Happy New Year, everyone. See you soon.